Okay, I'm alright. I'm good. I'm ready. Stickman's Hollow! The Stickman's Hollow.
Yeah. The Stickman's Hollow. So, we're always looking. We're always on the hunt. The prowl. We're searching high and low for lesser known found footage films that, especially new ones, of course, right? Like, we love covering new found footage films on the channel, but, you know, I definitely need to also scale back on that a bit and just try to find any film. It's just, I'm always trying to bring you guys brand new things that you might not have ever heard of, but there's so many films out there.
There are so many films out there.
That I don't need to just stick to the current year. We could also do, you know, found footage films of the past. So if you got recommendations in the found footage subgenre that you think we didn't see, that you think are worth our time, and you know where they are for us to watch, let us know. But for now, Stickman's Hollow. Now, I will give credit to one of you out there for asking me. Alright, so Stickman's Hollow. Found footage, no budget film. Always exciting to watch one of these if they work. But did it work? Let's talk about it. I guess I'll just rip the Band-Aid off here. Ow. And say, yeah, I really enjoyed this. This we rented on Fandango at home for $3.99. That was the cheapest place we could find it to rent. And what I really appreciated about this movie is it had a non-linear structure to it, which I thought was quite effective for this. I don't know how much it added exactly, but I liked it. I liked connecting the pieces of, like, when someone would pass something, would be like, oh, I know what that's from. That's from earlier in the movie when they passed this thing earlier, but from a different perspective. So I dug that. Yeah, and it's kind of got a few different subgenres going on in it. That all piece together, so it essentially kind of plays out like an anthology, but it all is cohesive in the end.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, initially I was like, the acting in the beginning, I was a little bit like, but it actually, I think, improved as the movie went on, so it was just a little shaky for me at the start.
Yeah, I think the last couple's acting is the best.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, it actually worked a lot for me. There's a lot of, like, very creepy, scary moments that we were both kind of like, what is that? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I felt like it accomplished what it set out to do. Like, there wasn't, sometimes found footage movies, and part of this is just the trouble with, like, having a lower budget film where you kind of get outside of your, like, capacity for the story, and it sort of gets too big for what you're, like, able to work with, and that can be a failing. I didn't find that to be the case here. Like, everything that was set up and what ultimately ends up happening all felt very, like, within the realm of
Their capabilities.
yeah, and I liked all of that. But I found it interesting, and I found it really scary. There's definitely some nods to some other found footage films for sure, and other horror films in general. But I didn't feel like anything was too
on the nose.
On the nose.
Yeah.
Well, some of it's on the nose-ish, but, you know, like, not like aping entirely from another film.
There's a lot of Stickman.
Yeah, which, you know, you will obviously be reminded of the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Because how can you not be when you're in the woods and there's stick figures and stuff?
Yeah, but this is nothing like
it's
the
nothing
Blair Witch
like
Project.
It's nothing like the Blair Witch
It just
Project,
has
though.
Stickman
It just
in
has that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could definitely point to other films that have felt like a Mr. Jones or something, but yeah, as you said, I mean, I think I saw someone, when I posted about this in a found footage group to check it out, one person commented back and was like, I thought it was bad because the kid's voice was so bad and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I will give you that. I think that the acting from the kid holding the camera in the beginning of the movie, which is mostly done in like voiceover because you don't see him for a lot of the time. He's the one holding the camera and you're getting his commentary and the commentary of the the acting is forced and very fake sounding, and that at first was like, right, as you had said, like, you kind of get that initial acting and you're like, oh boy, this is not gonna be good because of this, but it's able to get over that hurdle, and I think once we get to the stuff in the tent, right, at night, that's when things really ratchet up. And then from there, I didn't really have a problem with the rest of the movie. Right. There, and even with, like, the priest coming stuff, there's some amateurish acting that's happening here and there. But I think it pays off so well at the end of each one of these chapters that I was able to overlook the amateur nature. But that's the nature of these no-budget found footage films, right? As long as you can nail certain aspects, and if you nail them well, I'm able to forgive and look over other aspects. Yeah. Right? So, yeah, I think if you're somebody who has taken our recommendation on those, like, 10 lesser-known, overlooked found footage films, no-budget found footage films, like a Blackwater Vampire or a Godforsaken. If you were a fan of those movies, then I definitely think this is one for you to check out. Now, if you're just like a regular casual horror fan and you're looking for, the next big Hollywood-level horror film that's going to have all the bells and whistles, then I would avoid this, right? So this is for found footage enthusiasts only. And if you are one who can look past some issues, I think you'll have a good time. Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely I don't think we saw a single film like this last year. No. Right? Which is such a shame because we typically try to find... Oh, I did. I watched one. The Decedent. The Decedent by Andrew Bowser. That was last year, and that was like almost like a no-budget movie, found footage film that was really damn good. But there was so few, right? Like Strange Harvest last year was like a bigger budgeted Shudder thing, and it had like production value and everything. I'm talking about the like indie filmmakers who literally have nothing, and they set out in the woods with their friends and they just make something work. I always love those, and I always love to promote those. Those are my favorite films to promote. And we're not getting a ton of them. At least we're not seeing a ton of them. Maybe they're there. Yeah. But I just have not stumbled across them, and I follow found footage groups, and I am friends with hardcore enthusiasts who really watch everything, like Brian Fears Ghosts on Instagram. Him and I talk a decent amount, and he'll tell me anytime he comes across like some unknown thing, like a lesser known found footage, no budget thing, and just nothing really last year, which is such a shame. So I was very excited to come across this one. Yeah. So thank you, because I would have never even heard of this damn thing. No. Had someone ask, because I didn't see it on upcominghorrormovies.com. I didn't see it in any of the stuff that I look for, where it's like, what's coming soon, and all of it. Never. Nothing. No buzz. I saw nothing about it in the found footage groups. Nothing. Yeah. So it's always wonderful to stumble upon something like this.
For sure. Yeah, it's a nice treat. Feels like a little hidden surprise.
Absolutely. So it's not amazing, but it does what it sets out to, and for that, I commend it. Yeah. So, all right, check it out. Stickman's Hollow. Let us know. See you in the comments. Adios.
Bye. You know. He knows when we say, see you in the comments. Bye.
You know.